You're listening to an AppleViz podcast.
Hello, everybody. My name is Thomas Domba, also known as Anonymous. In this podcast, I'm going to show you how to save email attachments on the iOS Mail app. So I get this quite a bit, a lot of questions. A lot of people ask, how do I save these attachments that I get on my phone? Like myself, I get a lot of attachments and I want to save it into places where I want. The nice thing is that we are able to save them in various places. So if you like the iCloud, that'll be simple. If you want to save it to the phone, that will be simple. What makes it a little bit more complicated, but not too bad, is Dropbox, OneDrive, and Google Drive. So in this case, I have Dropbox and OneDrive. I like using the OneDrive quite a bit because I have it synced to my computer on my Windows, and so I want to save it on directly to my computer. And easily accessible on my phone as well. So I'll show you those. The first thing you want to do, if you want to use those cloud-based apps for storage, like that is Dropbox and the OneDrive, you have to install those apps. So you need to make sure you install the Dropbox app and your Microsoft OneDrive app. Install that onto your iPhone. Hook it up. You got to sign in with your account. And once that is done, you are now ready to be able to save your attachments directly to those cloud services if you want. All right. So I have a particular mail that I sent myself. It's got an attachment on it. So I'm going to head over to Mail here.
Mail. No unread emails.
And
double tap to open.
Double tap to open.
All inboxes. Heading.
So I got my all inboxes here. I'm going to swipe to the right until I get the particular email that we're going to use in this demonstration.
Thomas Domville, Personal Power 2nd Edition. Sunday. Has attachments. Here's the book that I was talking about with you. Cheers, Thomas.
So here's an email I sent to myself. It's got an attachment called Personal Power, and you hear that it has attachments. So we know this particular email has attachment. So I'm going to double tap this with one finger.
Selected.
And I'm going to go towards the top here.
All inboxes. Back button.
And now let's go to the right, see who it's from, etc.
Message header. From Thomas. Address. To Thomas Domville. Sunday.
Tells me who, from, subject.
Has attachment. Personal Power 2nd Edition. Message content. Here's the book that I was talking about with you.
Now,
swipe up or down to select a custom action, then double tap to activate.
The attachment is always towards the bottom. So if you want to tap towards the bottom and work yourself or your way to the left until you get to attachment, in this case, it's pretty simple. It's right here, right after the message itself. So I'm just going to go right here.
Cheers. Thomas. Personal Power 2nd Edition PDF. 3.4 MB. Button.
As you hear, that is a button. So that's your attachment right there. So as simple as double tapping that.
Actions menu. Button.
What this does, it opens the attachment up. So you're able to see it. So you're asking yourself, where's the download button? Well, there is no download button, unfortunately. It's kind of weird how Apple does it. You know, we have always gotten used to hitting the save attachment and things like that. You don't have that. What we have to do, we have to share. We got to share this attachment with something. So the share button is at the bottom left.
Toolbar. Share. Button.
There it is. Now double tap that.
Actions menu. Button.
And let's see what options we have here.
Personal Power 2nd Edition.
Okay.
PDF document.
Tells me what type it is.
Close. Button.
Get the close option.
AirDrop. Button.
So you get these options to share. So we got AirDrop.
Messages.
Got Messages.
Button. Mail. Button.
And Mail. Now, I'm going to show you a couple things. First thing first, I'm going to go down to the bottom until it says...
Copy. Button.
We get to this area where it says Copy.
Print. Button. Save to files. Button.
Aha. There's an option to save to files. This is the one option to do it. I will show you some other options, but this is probably the most common and easiest way to do it. So we'll double tap that.
Save to files. iCloud Drive. Back button.
All right. Now, it says iCloud Drive. Now, it also says back. I'm going to double tap that back so I can explain to this. So if you get to the screen where it has all the various services, you're in the right place. But if you're a couple nested down in folders like myself, we want to go to the back. So I'm going to go double tap the back.
iCloud back button.
Double tap.
Back button.
Until
Cancel button.
we get no more option to go back.
Cancel button.
It says cancel. Let's go to the right and see what we have here.
Browse. Heading. More. Button. Search. Search field.
Until we get to the location.
Locations. Button. Heading.
All right.
Collapsed.
Now,
Double
I'm going to
tap
show
to
you
expand.
what I have
Actions available.
on my phone here in terms of what I can use.
iCloud Drive.
Now, automatically, you will get the iCloud itself. So this is the Apple's Files app that we're using. This allows you to access a multiple location if you have proper apps installed, as I mentioned before, Dropbox and OneDrive.
On my iPhone.
You are automatically able to save it to iCloud and simply to on your phone. But in this case, I'm not going to do that.
Dropbox.
Okay, there's Dropbox
OneDrive.
and there's OneDrive. So in this case, I'm going to show you OneDrive because that's directly connected to my computer. I can access it from the phone and my Windows platform. For Mac users, you probably want to save it to your iCloud. That's pretty similar to that. And for Dropbox users, you can just simply tap Dropbox. Let's double tap this.
Files. Folder. Actions available.
Now, this is going to show you different various folders and stuff. So this may be different how and where you want to save it. For those OneDrive users, you have to hit Files.
Files. Folder.
There's Files.
Actions
double
available.
tap,
Desktop. Folder. 15
and I'm
items.
going to go look for my document folder.
Documents. Folder. 22
tap.
items. Apple iOS 16 list.
And this is exactly where I want to save it. Now, I'm going to show you what it sounds like towards the bottom here.
Bottom of screen.
And we're going to go to the left.
Personal Power Second Edition. Text field.
Now,
Double tap
if
to
you
edit.
want to rename this file, this is the text file. This is where you can rename the file. If you prefer to have it a different name when you save it, double tap that, change the text to whatever file name you want.
22 items.
And that tells you the folder. There's 22 items in this folder. Now, at the top right
Save. Button.
is the Save button. That's how you save it directly to your cloud choice of location. So in this case is OneDrive. Double tap that.
Actions menu. Button.
And voila, it's now saved.
This guide may be distributed freely in unaltered form.
And now
It may-
we're back to the PDF itself or the attachment. And at the bottom left, you're back to the share area.
Toolbar. Share.
I'll
Button.
double tap that.
Actions menu. Button.
And we'll look for the airdrop.
Personal Power Second Edition. PDF document. Close. AirDrop. Button.
And we're back to the airdrop. Now, you can also say you go into the files and save that to iCloud as well. By the way, if you're under and you have it arranged, and I'll show you how to do this real quickly. Go to the right.
Messages. Button. Mail. Button.
On my case,
OneDrive. Button.
I have OneDrive there
Dropbox.
and
Button.
Dropbox. How did I get to that? Good question. If you keep going to the right until you get to the more,
Voice Stream. Voice OCR. Books. Speech Central. WhatsApp. Outlook. Gmail. Notes. Skype. Adobe Fill and Sign. Audio memos. More. Button.
there's the More button. Double tap that, and then you'll be able to sort around how you want it to look like. You'll have to turn those options on or off and rearrange those. That's for another podcast, how to do this. But in this case, let's go back up.
Adobe Fill and Sign. Skype. Notes. Gmail. Outlook. WhatsApp. Speech Central. Books. Voice OCR. Voice Stream. Dropbox. OneDrive. Button.
Back to the OneDrive here. Now, I already did OneDrive. Let's go to Dropbox.
Dropbox. Button.
Double tap that.
Cancel. Button.
Now, what makes this different is that the Files app is great and it's easy to access to all the services in one place. Now, if you have it installed and you want to go directly to the Dropbox itself, well, voila, here we are. Now you're into Dropbox. Go to the right,
Save to Dropbox. Heading.
and there's the Save to Dropbox headings.
Save. Button.
Save button is at the top right.
Personal Power Second Edition PDF.
All right, that's the name of the file.
Rename. Dimmed. Button.
You can rename that.
Save location.
All right, now you get the Save Locations area.
Personal.
Now, in my case, I have the personal folder. If you double tap that,
Personal.
it'll save to personal. Let's go to the right and see what we got here.
Only you. Choose a different folder. Button.
And that's it. Now, if I want to save it into this folder,
Save. Button.
we just double tap, save,
Close.
and
Button.
voila, it's now saved to Dropbox. Now, before I leave you, I want to show you a tip that I have. What I showed you is one way of doing it. There's always a second way of doing it, and this is more of a shortcut. And so I want to show you this. So we are at the PDF that we were looking at, Personal Power. So I'll go to the top here.
Actions menu. Personal Power 2nd edition PDF. Heading.
And once we're in, this is the screen where at the bottom left is the share button. So let's go back with a 2-finger scrub here.
Message content. Here's the book that I was talking about with you. Actions available.
There's the message that we saw previously. Now, if you recall, if we go to the right here.
Cheers. Thomas. Personal Power 2nd edition PDF. 3.4 MB. Button.
Now, instead of doing a 1-finger double tap, we're going to do a long press. That is a 1-finger double tap and hold. Now, this will bring up a set of list of things that we can do. So if we go to the right here.
Save to files. Button.
And you'll notice one of those items is save to files. Yes, this is the same thing when I went to share and save to files. If you double tap that.
Files. Back button.
It'll go right to the files we were just at, and you can do exactly what I demonstrated, is that you can save it to iPhone, you can save it to Dropbox, Google, and of course, Microsoft OneDrive. Pretty easy, isn't it? So this is, this demonstration was to show you how to save email attachments on the iOS Mail app. So now you know how to save those on your own. All right, my name is Thomas Donville, also known as Nanomouse. Until next time, bye-bye.
This AppleVis podcast has been brought to you by the community of applevis.com. For the latest in resources and tips and tricks to get you the best experience from your Apple device, visit www.applevis.com.